Hey everyone, just wanted to jump in quickly before this podcast, just to say that we had a little bit of an audio issue at the beginning of the podcast, but it does sort out sort of around 2 minutes mark, so if you can bear through the intro, the rest of the podcast is still gold. So without further ado, let's pass over to the Leon.
So welcome to Game Over, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers with your hosts, Leon and Frank Shepherd.
It's the Stagbeetle himself, you know that. I'm taking one of my hearts. I'm keeping that for later. I should have like 12. I've been on a quest for ages. I'm like at least level 15 or something. I've got like upgraded weapons, I've got upgraded everything. Stagbeetle armour is big.
Is that full right now?
It's not full. I'm not quite there. I'm getting close. Can be going crazy in the background.
Yeah, I know. Fair enough, man. Well, I mean, it's just me and you this week, man. What happened there?
A-team. It's the A-team.
It's damn straight it's the A-team.
We got rid of him. we buried him.
That's right. Dave, rest in peace.
We got an achievement. No Dave. Achievement unlocked.
I like it, man. I like it. So, I mean, how you been, man?
I have been better because I'm quite ill, but I'm all right. I've been busy. Busy. Made myself a little achievement this week.
Oh yeah, go on.
Madden is done.
Really?
100%ed it. Achievements all done.
I mean, what was the last ones that you kind of had to sort of
get like a legendary score on career?
Okay, fair enough.
Might have just sort of simulated the career and got the achievements by doing that. But I've done all the hard stuff. So like the stuff of like the online stuff, it was all done.
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't the last achievements. The last ones were the tutorial things.
Oh, okay.
They're a bugger.
Really?
But you have to do like loads of like to gold them. You have to do like really hard interceptions 9 out of 10 times. Or whatever.
Oh wow!
So like a lot of them I did straight away, and then others were a ball ache, to say the least. Absolute ball ache. But yeah, I did that, and I am working on. I played a bit of Titanfall. You know how I do. But apart from that, I downloaded Peggle 2.
Peggle 2?
On about.
Oh.
I can tell you a little bit more about Peggle 2 now. Peggle 2 is, do you remember the old games where you had pins and you dropped a ball and it kind of goes its route and then it lands in a thing at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's like that, but the pins disappear as you hit them, sort of thing, at the end of each time you drop a ball.
Oh, okay.
You score points by getting the higher rated pins and then you unlock special powers and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's fucking addictive. Like, really bad. Me and Kat, I haven't got my phone. I think I downloaded it Wednesday. I think we've clocked 15 hours on it already.
Nice.
Yeah, we've certainly enjoyed that game quite a lot, actually.
So, I mean, what's the difference kind of between like Peggle and?
I don't remember Peggle. I didn't. I have the basic on my phone on Xbox, but it's just a bit more colourful, a little bit more characters on it. And
okay, fair enough.
Harder levels. There's some fucking hard achievements on it as well. Like there's one where you have to do each level has 3 challenges.
Okay.
You have to do every challenge.
Oh,
some of these challenges are fucking impossible. Like, ridiculous. Like, finish it in one ball for one of them. That's not possible. There's no way to do it.
That sounds horrible.
I'm sure there is, but I haven't worked it out yet. What else have I been playing this week?
Exactly.
Stagbeetle.
What's been going on, bro?
What has been going on? Carphone. Warehouse. Dixon's. Merging together, combined.
Copulate.
So it's like, yeah, we've been copulating. we like
making
breeded.
Small like Carphone and Dixon children.
Sort of, we evolved.
I mean, it's obvious that with Dick in the name for Dixon's, Dixon. It's got to be the man in the relationship, surely.
No, mate. No. We're the older one. CPW, mate. We're a warehouse. Do you know why Carphone Warehouse was originally called Carphone Warehouse?
No, I don't.
It wasn't a warehouse. It was at the back office of the guy who started it on $6,000.
Okay.
Warehouse made the company seem much bigger than it was.
Yeah.
And it just stuck.
Well, it's clever. It's clever naming
it's
there.
Fucking crazy shit. But, no, there's, if people didn't see the news, Carphone Warehouse and Dixon's merged, £5 billion merger, or 6 billion, I can't remember. It's only $1 billion.
It's only, yeah.
Fuck it. That's pocket change. And don't worry, people, with half a shoe, if you still want to come in and get me, I'm not going to be selling you fridges or TVs or anything. It's more that the Carphone element's going to be added to the Dixon group of PC World and Currys and stuff.
Fair enough.
So that'll be good. I'll get a discount card by the sounds of things. So
boom,
boosh, save some money.
That'd be
and
nice.
no, you cannot have any of that savings.
No.
But yeah, apart from that, nothing interesting to play. I don't think.
No.
I turned on Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, because you're borrowing that from my brother.
For about 2 seconds and turned it off because I couldn't be bothered to do it at the time. And I haven't turned it back on. I will do it.
Already.
I will
Sort
do
it
it.
out.
No, I was
Come
going to
on.
Twitch it, but
Oh, okay, fair enough.
but I didn't. And then Disney Infinity as well. Actually,
Yeah.
I've been just cracking out on that and achievements and stuff, trying to get some more on that. I've got a couple new characters, but nothing special sort of thing. What about you, my man?
I did have a ridiculously.
I heard you gamed it.
Yeah, I did. Like literally, I mean, we had lovely weather here in the UK.
You didn't see any of it.
I didn't see any of it. I was literally, I stayed in this room. As you
Well, I
can
was
see around
working,
us
so
here.
at least you were having fun rather than.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But no, I got some games through, which was nice, from Curve Digital Studios. They sent me through a few games to play, and I've played them all now. I'll jump into the first one that I played, and it's a game called Stranded.
Oh dear.
And like,
How did you feel about this game?
not it wasn't a positive experience. I can definitely start off with that. Now, I mean, the thing is that like it looked kind of cool. I mean, the art style of it. I mean, the basically what it is, from what I could make out anyway, because it doesn't really actually tell you fuck all.
Yeah.
Is that you're stranded on this planet. You were like in stasis on like a spaceship,
Right.
that has crash landed into.
You're stranded then.
Yeah. You're
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
How did they come up with that name?
It's a point and click adventure.
It does look very
but not
old school.
Not like, you know, point and click adventures that you're probably used to. There's no
Like Broken
inventory,
Sword and stuff like
no interactions with anything. You just walk about
It's not really point and click, is it? It's
on
more
this
just walk
planet.
about.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I wanted to, you know, do something that involves a lot of walking about, I would have watched Lord of the Rings.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's quite a lot of walking.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Can you imagine the podometer they'd have? Like how many miles they clocked up on that adventure?
Yeah.
Just like, fuck, I've burned a lot of calories today. I need to eat some ham.
Yeah.
Drink some mead.
No, I mean, in short,
It was shit.
It was shit. I mean, like, maybe it was trying to be some kind of art game or something like that. I think
looks
that's what it
nice
is.
when I
Like, yeah,
looked at
the
the
art
thing.
style, you know, very retro, very cool. I really like it. I love the soundtrack as well. The soundtrack is really awesome. Like,
Right.
proper, you know, once again, it's sort of old school. And I don't know, it's got all of the elements to be, you know, possibly a good game, but
Apart
unfortunately
from
they
doing
just
stuff.
actually lacked any form of
Game.
gameplay
Yeah.
whatsoever.
That's a problem with games.
it-
If you don't have a game involved in a game, it tends not to be a very good game.
Exactly. I mean, I played it through 3 times. 3 times. That's right. And nothing changed. It was the same every time.
Oh, dear.
I tried things in different orders to be able to sort of go, oh, maybe I need to do something in a certain order to be
Yeah.
able to move on. No, none of that. You just sort of get to the end of this thing,
Right.
and like these 3 lights sort of come on, and you're like, oh wow, you know, something's happening here. They all sort of converge into this white light, and then that's the game, really.
Spoilers. Sorry, guys. How much was it?
It's $5.99, this game.
Wow.
Yeah, in short, not very pleased with that game at all. I'm gonna do a video on it soon, so I don't want to like.
Not an Einfang stamp of approval game.
No, not at all. Far
Stamp
from
of
it.
breaking.
I mean, I think Dave might have liked it, you know, because I mean,
he likes
likes-
wandering about, doesn't he? Fucking hashtag stranded.
Yeah, hashtag where's Dave? You know.
He's Dave.
Like-
Well, there.
yeah, exactly. Where
Hi,
is
Dave. Where
Right.
are you?
Yeah, like
Cockbag.
What a dick.
We can just slag him off as much as we like. We can do it. Actually, we do that when he's here. So.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the new whipping boy.
It's better. It's better when he's here for that though. So I mean, like, I like to see his reactions. You know, I like to see the tears in his eyes.
Fair enough. Next game. Hit me with it.
Next game, Velocity Ultra. This game's cool for sure.
I'm going to speculate on something for Velocity Ultra.
Go on then.
Is it space orientated?
It is indeed.
Is it a shooty, spacey kind of thing?
It is indeed.
Okay.
For sure. 100%.
The name kind of gives that away, doesn't it?
It does. And at the end of the day, I'm all up for app names. It makes sense, really, doesn't it?
It's like our game over, yeah, because it's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we just shut ourselves out there. Nice.
Yeah,
nicely
that's
done. But no, the game is really cool. I remember I played it at Res like a couple of years ago on the PS Vita, and it was really cool. I think it was at Res. It might be Eurogamer actually.
Did it translate well?
Yeah, no, it works. It works fine on PC because I got a Steam key for it, so I had a bash at that. And what it is that you're a spaceship.
Crazy.
I know.
Are you in a gameoveryear.jet?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
and
cool.
it can,
Branded as well.
The cool
Nice.
thing is that it can teleport as well. So like, oh, I'm hitting myself in the face.
Concussion.
Not concussion.
Not concussion. Not to be confused.
Yeah.
Not Con Air either. Nick Cage. He'll come back everywhere.
You know, it's actually, speaking of Nick Cage, I saw like this interview with him like on the Terry Wogan show from '92.
Yeah.
And it is incredible.
How
like,
good?
Literally, he walks out, he does a flip onto the stage kind of thing.
Wow.
Walks out, then like sort of like starts like slightly taunting the audience and chucking dollar bills at them. Right.
You are all strippers.
Yeah, and then like does this sort of like high kick kind of thing, and then goes to sit on the couch. I have no idea. I only I literally only saw that entrance, and then they cut to like halfway through the interview. He just suddenly decides to take his t-shirt off and hand it to Terry Wogan. So it's just
strange.
like he's there in his like leather jacket, like bare chest kind of thing like that. It's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you know what? At any point when that happens, I think every show should be able to cut away to Rick James going, "Cocaine's a hell of a drug."
Yes.
Like, did you be able to do that?
Yeah.
It's written in the law.
I agree with you because seriously, that was the best intro I've ever seen in my life. Nick Cage, fucking legend.
He is a legend. He's been in some crackers and some.
Oh yeah, he's been in some terrible films as well, and he's an incredible over actor.
That's what makes him good. Face Off is a fucking good film.
Face off.
I want to take his face off. Whenever I see that, yeah, I just think, because I get loads of headaches, I just think, I bet that would really relieve a headache.
What?
Like, just
Get
being
your
able
face
to take your
taken
face off. Like, well, that pressure, like, just like.
But I mean, do you think that the layer of skin there
I don't know what it is.
would cause that much pressure?
No, obviously.
It's a cranial.
Maybe, but Nurofen could market it. Like, Nurofen plus, take your face
Take your
off.
like.
What's the thing John Travolta does? Where he just like the.
Yeah.
Just fucking. John, stop fucking rubbing people's faces. He blesses them. I heard a funny thing about something like that the other day.
Yeah, go on.
Right, so you know, like there's like the sex jokes of like you can Spider-Man someone or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, or you can like rodeo them, like shag them behind, and you say the wrong name.
Yeah.
You can also Simba them.
Simba, okay. Go on.
So like you come or like it's there or whatever, and you just take it on your thumb. You know, like when Rafiki does it on his head, he was like, does that? You just Simba them. I was like, I have to do this at some point. Brilliant. That made me laugh so much when I heard that. Oh, and the other one was, you can do an angry pirate.
An angry pirate. Okay, go on.
Do you know what an angry pirate is?
I have no idea.
You jizz in their eye and stamp on their foot, and they go, "Arr!" Oh,
That's
funny
brilliant.
times.
I love it.
Sex puns for days.
Anyway, I'm going back to some Velocity Ultra.
Back to it.
Now, The cool thing is about this game is that obviously, they got the standard kind of space shooter element, but like you can hold down like one of the triggers and it speeds up. So in other words, you can move things through things quite fast.
Sorry.
But like as you are speeding up the area, you can still move like freely around everything, which is kind of cool. And the other thing is that you can teleport through like walls and stuff like that. So you can like. I mean, I think I was pressing the X button on my Xbox controller because I was using it on my controller rather than using keyboard and mouse.
As you do.
And you can press X, and you can kind of with one of the analog sticks, you can kind of move where you want it to land, and then you let go of X.
Right.
So it kind of makes for sort of interesting mechanics, like especially when you're going up against things that you can kind of teleport past enemies, or you can kind of just sort of move around in general. And it's on that kind of level, it's really cool. I'm really digging that game. I'm definitely gonna do a video on that as well because that is fun.
Well, it sounds
play.
like you had fun with that one.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
I can't believe you given me a Turtles cup this week.
I have.
Where's my fucking princess?
I know.
What is it? No, is it Disney Princesses?
It is Disney Princesses.
I even brought my tiara, but I'm not bringing it out, ladies and gentlemen.
It's because exactly because he doesn't have.
Cry.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll sort that out in future. Now the last game that I got from Curve Digital was Explodamon. Now, I was thinking this was going to be some kind of like Pokemon thing or something
as soon
like
as you said it, I thought of, is it all about exploding Pokemon?
That's what I thought as well. But no, it is not. It is a side scroller where
with explosions.
You can basically you're the main protagonist. His attack is to explode, basically.
Well, I see what they did there with the Explodamon.
The thing is that I swear there's another game that's already done that.
It sounds really familiar.
And
I
just can't think of the name of the game right now.
Bomberman.
It kind of looks like Bomberman,
it does
the character
a little
as
from what I
well.
saw.
So, and I played through like because they're within each world kind of thing. There's about 6 levels, 5-6 levels. No, in fact, no, it's 3 even. I've played 6 levels. That's what I'm thinking of 6. There's 3 levels within each world, and like the story kind of begins where like these guys, I can't remember the names of them right now, but are kind of attacking this planet.
Yeah.
And like the people that should come to save them hasn't turned up, and
I fucking hate it when that
so they're
happens.
going, oh no, we can't do this. It's kind of like in the cutscenes kind of thing. It's kind of like comic book style as well, which is really cool. And they're like, oh no, we need to sort of get. There is one guy that we can get out, because apparently he's in prison or something, or in stasis for something, because he's a volatile hero.
But he's a fucking arsehole to have around.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
man.
having dinner, bang,
everything's
gone,
bang, and
it's like Charmander as well. Bang. Look what he done to the penny. It's like my friend was talking to me once. He's going, "Oh, I wish I had a Charmander," and I was like, "Do you know how much of a fucking pain in the arse it would be putting out fires all the time?
Exactly.
His tail is on fucking fire.
Exactly.
It's not like HR would have a fucking field day with that bastard.
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea at all, is it?
No.
Really. But yeah. So in short, you just blow up, and it's classic kind of side scroller kind of style. The sort of comic book frame kind of things for like in between. Some of them are pretty funny actually. You know, there's sort of some good moments there. But yeah, I still need to play a bit more of that game. But I've definitely got some footage coming your way in regards to that. So I expect a full review in regards to that soon. In fact, all 3 of the games that I've just mentioned. There's a couple other games that I've just been given, but I will wait to talk about them for another time because I haven't played them yet. So
well, that makes sense. Have you noticed how my art? I'm doing like the popcorn, like the cinema trick. Like you, I can't get this arm comfy. It's gone all numb on me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know any positions for this, is one of the things actually. This is one of the my biggest bugbears. Right? You know when you're spooning.
Oh yeah.
That fucking arm underneath.
Yeah.
Like it's just dead.
Dead to the world.
Dead. Like you have to kind of either go that way or you've got a dead arm.
I don't know.
Simples.
Maybe someone can let us know on.
Well, my friend once said that you should be able to get a bed that has a cutout for it, and I was like, that's a great idea in one way and fucking crazy in another.
Yeah.
At the time, we were talking about how we need to make refrigerated pillows because that would be a cold pillow. Who doesn't like a cold fucking pillow?
Cold pillow's good.
Nothing is cooler than the cool side of the pillow.
Hells, yeah.
Or, this was my idea.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so I have two.
Yeah.
It's all to do with hot feet. Don't like hot feet.
Okay.
One, don't think would work. Two, I don't think would work. But you know, like where you have
I want a Dragon's Den
so
kind of just like style pitch right now.
I want to pitch it to you. This is a shoe, yeah. I can't even see myself now, so this is hard. This area here, let's say you got like your Nike bubbles or stuff. We'll call them a mic bubble.
Oh yeah.
See what I did there?
Oh yeah.
And then Stagbeetle branding all down there as well. It is just a pack that you can put in the freezer and just slots into that bit there, and just your hot feet suddenly cool down a little bit. It wouldn't work in real life, but the second idea could work.
Okay, go on.
So, I do not promote sandals.
Oh yeah, me too.
However, they are fucking cool for your feet.
Yeah, fair point.
So what if you could have this part here, just unzip this for a minute, just take that off for a minute. Don't have to have sandals on, but you're just cooling your feet down for a minute. Zip that fucker back on. Your feet are nice and cool. You haven't had to take your feet out of anything. Still, it's a genius idea. People, make it happen. Kickstarter happening now.
Kickstarter. Game over here. Zip trainers.
I was quite drunk at the time when I came up with both of these ideas. Surprisingly.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But yeah, no, I did get on a little bit more of Child of Light as well.
Are you close to the end of that?
I am close to the end. Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna hold off on spoilers and stuff like that, but I'm still loving that game. I mean, like I said, fucking hard because I'm playing on hard. Surprisingly.
Well, so far everything that you've had, said, it does what it says on the tin. It's like Ronseal. Hard mode is hard.
Yeah. And
Explodamon has exploding shit.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy, people. Revelations.
Now, I did have a massive session on Grand Theft Auto Online though. Because I hadn't played GTA for ages. Like, a friend of mine had just sort of come back from America and hadn't seen him for a while, and he came over. He was pretty much over most of the weekend, and we literally just hammered through some GTA Online, and it's a lot of fun actually. When you actually get into it, it is actually pretty good.
Yeah, but I haven't finished the tutorial, and I can't be bothered.
Just do it.
I haven't finished the game itself, though, so that's what I need to do.
Sort it out already.
That's what I will do. I've got a day off on Wednesday. I may make that GTA 5 day completion.
Do it. I mean, you need to do it.
It does need to be done.
Because, I mean, like, GTA 5, the actual campaign for it, I loved it, man. I thought it was really
I loved
good.
it as well. I just kind of fell off and never got back into it.
Yeah.
The shoulder really has gone dead on me.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that for, like, plenty of games. I mean, like, Tomb Raider, Devil May Cry last year as well. Just trying to think. Far Cry 3, I didn't get to the end of that either.
On that as well.
But I mean, did you see Far Cry 4?
November.
Yeah, November, man. I mean, like, should I be excited considering I haven't even completed the third one yet?
Don't know.
I mean, like, the third one.
I'm excited in a way because I think it'll be pretty.
Yeah, man.
That was pretty. I actually had a lot of fun with it, but I didn't complete it.
Yeah.
Blood Dragon looked a lot of fun as well, and I never got it.
See, I got Blood Dragon because I got it free with my graphics card thing because I could pick 2 games or something. Yeah. I still haven't played it yet. It's installed on my computer. I just haven't got round to playing it yet.
I heard that was a lot of fun.
I definitely want to get back on that for sure. No doubt. But yeah, I mean, GTA 5, I found out that you can kind of do like races and stuff like that solo online. Yeah, I know that obviously that defeats the whole object of being online and stuff like that, but you can still earn like RP and like money and stuff like that, yeah. which was like the prime thing that we were trying to do really, is level up. I mean, I saw some people at like 217 or something like that. I'm at fucking 12, you know.
I'm at 1.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm still beating you then, at least. That's good.
Everyone's beating the Stagbeetle with that game. But I was going to say something. My mind went completely blank. Let's go to the new releases. Tell me about these new releases, please, Einfang.
Okay, well, we've got Wolfenstein The New Order coming out on the PS3, Xbox 360, PS4 and PC. And it is also coming out on Xbox One, but a little bit later, apparently. That's what I've heard.
Well, did you see what was happening?
No, I didn't.
You could buy it on Xbox One.
Oh, really?
£115 to have it as of yesterday or the day before.
Really?
Yes. So they were going to charge you double to have it for that period of time.
I don't think it's even
I'm
worth
sure
it.
people did buy it, but I don't give a fuck.
I don't really care for
I'm not really
Wolfenstein
bothered.
either. No, I'm really not fussed about that. But the next game on this list,
Want this game so bad.
Transistor.
Smiley face.
Transistor
What's it about?
looks sick.
What is it? I haven't heard anything.
It's like a top-down sort of kind of game where you can kind of play it as like just sort of a hack and slash sort of going around. But there's a cool kind of like mechanic in the game where that there's like this bar at the top, and you can queue up a load of different moves.
Right.
And so you kind of stop time to queue up the moves, and you can just go and annihilate a whole room in like an action bar kind of thing.
Okay.
So you can play it, sort of either or, if you know what I mean. There's two different ways of playing it, which is, I think it's a really cool mechanic the way they've done it. You've got to check out a trailer for this game. I mean,
we'll have a look at it later.
It is so good. I mean, like,
I can't get it.
Oh, you can't, can you?
My PC's fucked. I don't have a PS4.
That's such a shame, and honestly, this game it shouldn't be missed. I don't think. Oh, it's an indie game. I can't remember the same. It's the same company. Fuck, I can't remember the game. I'll have to look it up later, and I'll tell you. But seriously, check out Transistor.
Here.
Comes out on the 20th of May. It looks sick. Then moving on the 21st of May, we've got Drakengard 3 coming out on the PS3.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Me neither. I think it is...
Give fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. 22nd of May, we've got Tex Murphy Tesla Effect coming out on the PC. I know absolutely nothing about that game also.
Yep.
Then for the 23rd of May, we've got Mugen Souls Z.
I've heard that
on
before,
PS3.
and I don't know what it is. I've heard of Mugen Souls before or something, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I think that's a bigger title.
We've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels on the Xbox 360.
I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 whatever thingy on thing. It's like Magic sort of thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So it's cards, isn't it? That's
it's
what
alright.
Yeah?
It's fun, but people that have really good decks and power pack decks, like I had a good one, but if you got caught by one of the good decks, they can kill you in 2 turns.
Oh shit! Really?
Like, because everything links in, sort of thing.
That's pretty brutal.
But give a fuck. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm old now.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But I still like Pokemon though, so like I haven't left that.
It's a bit different though.
It is better.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, it's a cool concept, but it is almost like a rip-off of Pokemon in one way, isn't it? It's like they saw Pokemon and were like, let's get the card game and make a series out of that. But I've watched a lot of them, and it was all right. There's some cool looking stuff in it.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they made an action film out of it, like.
What, like live
monsters,
action?
Live
kind of
action
thing?
sort of thing. But it never works. I mean, look at Dragon Ball. That was a fucking pile of hot steaming shit.
I never watched it because I must say I've never really got into Dragon Ball Z, so I'll have to check it out at some point.
So Dragon Ball Z, I have a love-hate relationship for because I really like some of the characters and I really like the concept and the art and stuff. However, I do not want to watch 17 episodes to watch One Punch flown because it is just loads of talking, standing there going, and gaining energy, and then this, and then I say that to someone that likes Dragon Ball, and they're like, "You just don't get it." I'm like, "No, you don't fucking get it. Go and watch something. Go and watch like a good manga film."
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll. Have you ever seen Ninja Scroll?
I haven't. No.
Okay, Ninja Scroll springs to mind because there's a lot of fucking action in it, and it's constantly like there's stuff happening, and it's not just someone standing there like, "Hi, I'm coming to get you." And, like, bad subtitling and stuff. But I really like the characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's one of those weird ones.
I mean, speaking of animes, actually, I've been watching this one called Full Metal Alchemist.
I've heard of that before. Is it any good?
I've been totally getting into it. It's really cool, man. It's like the premise of the story is it's all to do with alchemy, believe it or not. And you start out.
Are you noticing a trend here, kids?
Yeah, there's these two kids, like, and their father's gone away, and like they're with their mother, and their mother dies, and with alchemy, they're like they try to bring back like their mother, and in the process, they like
unleash hell.
He lost an arm and a leg, and then actually lost his brother. So like the main guy, the Full Metal Alchemist, I can't remember his name right now. It's really bugging me. and like he attaches like his brother's soul to this suit of armor. So in other words, he's got this massive suit of armor.
I have seen it actually. I have watched. Now I'm remembering what it is. Yeah, it's cool.
And it is really good. I mean, there's 51, 52 episodes for me. I'm about 33, so I'm getting there, if you know what I mean. And it is a really cool anime. What's he going?
Blue
on
Gender about? And Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
Bitches.
So Cody in the chat has come up with some things there, but I have no idea. But
I don't know what he's talking about.
What I mean, there's another anime that I watched recently. It's called Bakano, which is it's based all on this train called the Flying Pussyfoot. great name for a train, and that's really cool as well. I mean, what kind of other animes have you kind of got into in the past? I mean, Pokemon
myself
for
personally, I'm a bit weird with the animes because I don't really like the series. I find them really slow for most of them. My brothers are like, is it Naruto?
Yeah.
Massive fans of it. I watched a bit and I was like, it's alright, but I'm not really that fussed. Ones that stand out for me, I mainly watched a lot of it when I was younger.
Yeah.
I really liked the Street Fighter. Manga, Street Fighter 2 was one of my favourite films of all time. You get to see Chun-Li's tits. Good stuff. But no, that's fun because there's a lot of fights in it. And that's what I really hate about a lot of manga. There's a lot of pussyfooting around and fucking just nothing.
Yeah.
I've got a lot, I think I find like the typical manga I don't really watch, but I like to watch a lot of animated films and animated series, like more the Marvel and the DC stuff. So actually this week I watched Hulk versus, which is Hulk versus Thor, and then Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it or not. It was good. It was fun. I didn't really. Hulk versus Thor was very. It was okay. Hulk versus Wolverine was very good because it had all of.
Cody's correcting me on Full Metal Alchemist, by the way, as well. So,
has I've lost my train. All the Weapon X team. So it's got Deadpool in it.
Oh, nice.
It's got Lady Deathstrike, who's the one that hates Wolverine. It's got Hulk. It's got Wolverine. It's got who's the guy that hates him the most? Sabretooth, and one of the other ones. And it's a lot of action in it.
Cool.
But I've always found I really like the DC ones because I really like Justice League. That's like my favourite thing, probably. And I've watched. What was the one I told you was probably the best animated film I've ever seen? The Return of Batman, is it?
Oh,
1 and 2.
Yeah, I think I know what you're on
Those
about.
two.
Yeah. I still need to watch that.
If you like animated stuff and you like sort of the darker side of things, this is Batman coming back when he's an older man. And I won't throw out any spoilers down there, but those two are so worth watching. Really, like probably one of the most. I enjoyed both those films so much. The second one has what everyone wants to know. It's Superman versus Batman, and who wins? I'm not going to throw out spoilers there, but it is fucking epic. And like that is the question everyone fucking asks. Like, yeah, Superman's a fucking gangster, but is Bruce Wayne clever enough? And also another one, while we're talking about these, there's one other one that has to be watched, and I can't remember what title it is, but it's a Justice League based one.
Okay, fair enough.
And it is based on someone breaks into Batman's Batcave.
Yeah.
Batman has a contingency plan for everyone on the Justice League, so like what if they turned?
Yeah.
And this person starts putting that into implementation. So it's like obviously kryptonite for thingy, and like using their the way they think against them, and like he's the only one. He's out of action for a lot of it, but he's the only one that can kind of go against that because he has to go over the plan. And that's if anyone knows it out there, just shout it out or whatever. But
that sounds epic.
That is a really, really, really good film. Like from the start, when the beginning starts happening till the final conclusion, I was just glued watching that.
Sick. No, that sounds awesome.
I'll send you a link for a couple of them because those are, I think, whereas the animated films of the old days for Warner Brothers, sort of DC and stuff, it was very kid based. Now it is very adult based, and that's where you can get Superman is Batman's bitch every day. All right. Okay, Cody.
And hello, who's the other guy there? Is it Grimber Twitch?
Grimmer Twitch.
There we go.
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome. It's. I'm not even going to get started on that because we can talk about Superman versus Batman all fucking day because
We could
it
for
is
sure.
literally
Like-
there's so many different ways it can end. But anyway,
Moving on. Now, I mean, I think probably the most
oh my god, it's
important thing
coming.
on this list
It's here.
is Euro Truck Simulator 2 Special Edition.
What makes it so special?
I think that they've maybe added wings or something.
Well, is there an Einfang branded
there is
truck simulator?
because they know that I loved it so much that they were like.
For anyone that wants to see this game, go on our YouTube. Is it still on there?
Yeah, it's still on there. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I timed it like thinking, how quickly will he resort to crashing into something or speeding? It is not long.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't long at all.
It's a fucking shocking game.
I got bored.
But you
so
loved it,
quickly.
didn't you?
I did, man. I did. I mean, like this. I've got so many other simulator games that I
They
need
need
to
to
get
make a
through now.
simulator.
Yes, they do.
And then like a simulator.
And that was
Fucking
inception of simulators.
I was gonna say, like, you're simulating you on a simulator, simulating a simulator. Oh my god, my brain hurts. And what's the other one? We got Legend of Oz.
Legends of Oz: Dorothy's Return on the 3DS. That's the last.
I've
game
heard that's meant to
coming
be quite good. A lot of people have been talking about that.
Yeah,
I haven't really seen enough about it to comment on it.
No,
so I'm
neither.
not going to comment on it, but I just did comment on it.
up. You did.
Let's comment.
Good job.
Good job!
So let's move into some of the news that we've sort of come up this week. Do you see this whole thing about apparently YouTube is going to
All
buy
of this
thing?
shit.
This
All of
Twitch
this shit.
thing, eh? This Twitch thing.
Billion. Just throw in money.
1 million. I mean, I heard it's kind of a rumor, but I
A
don't
lot of
know.
people are kind of saying that it's pretty much done deal, but we don't know. It's one of those things. No, this is a very important thing, like on how I think this should be handled. Mm-hmm. So YouTube is owned by Google,
Yeah.
and I think the thing that they need to do is there'll be a lot of stuff that will improve it. So the money instantly, better servers, better, the whole. No, I'm not slagging off Twitch here, but there's not enough money backing behind what this whole thing does
Yeah.
and the delays and things like that. This is they could have got there themselves in the next couple of years,
Yeah.
but this is going to instantly click them in. Now, very importantly, they need to not fuck about too much with the system though, because like the stuff with Google and YouTube, a lot of that stuff is now getting quite annoying.
Yeah.
Like, Google did it a long time ago and they kind of left them to their own shit, and I think they
Yeah.
should. But like integrate the stuff that will help them, but let them run the company themselves, not get involved in, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And
Yeah,
so
no,
on and
makes
so
sense.
forth.
Makes sense, man.
But it's money. Money's money.
Money talks.
Money talks.
I mean,
money talks.
I think.
My fucking pants are hanging out.
No, thanks for that.
It's, I think. Did you do that? Okay. Hi guys.
No, I mean, like, I definitely think it's going to be a good thing for them, for sure. I mean, because, that extra cash injection is definitely going to advance them further on.
Of course it will.
And, I mean, YouTube is a fucking massive titan of videos in general. And Twitch
It's fucking
is
amazing,
a titan
isn't it?
of the stream kind of,
Yeah.
at the moment for video
Well, it's
games
just a
anyway.
start, isn't it, for Twitch? I think.
I think it completely makes sense. They're two leaders in their areas, kind of thing, and coming together is definitely going to be a good thing.
I see that. A lot of people whinging and whining and stuff. I think it will be inevitably a good thing. Now, there is always going to be problems, and it's not going to make everyone happy. But in this industry, that's $1 billion injection into your company. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's just mad, like we're talking about realistically, it's $1 billion for Twitch or whatever. And yes, they have this presence or so on, and it's an online thing. But we're talking, that's, my merger was £5 billion. So let's say it's 8 billion. Would you believe that a company that has like 20,000 employees between the two of them versus that, it's crazy how it's coming. Like Google's worth so much and Twitter and it is definitely, I mean, it's a digital age. That's part of the reason I think that Carphone Warehouse and Dixon's have done it, so that you've got all these smart, your fridge is going to connect to your phone. And
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. That's
no, it
happening.
makes sense. Makes sense.
I've never understood one though. Right.
Yeah, go on.
The washing machine you can turn on with your phone and stuff.
Yeah.
You got to put the fucking washing into it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And the powder into it.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking just press the button when you're there?
Exactly.
It's pointless. Kettle, love it. Fridge, when someone explained to me the idea, because I was like, well, why do you need your fridge to communicate? Well, when it gets empty, you just scan the thing and it gets ordered to you. I was like, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff like that, but I think some of it is, putting technology into places where it really doesn't need to be.
Yeah, fair point.
Speaking of technology in places where it doesn't need to be,
Yeah.
they put what's it called? The video Watch Dogs.
Oh, Watch Dogs, indeed. Yes, they did.
Did anyone else see this? This was fucking amazing.
Oh, so, I mean, yeah, because Ubisoft punks people with an elaborate Watch Dogs street hack. It was awesome.
They got, effectively Apu or whatever to, hack someone's phone or pretend to hack it and put an app onto it that could, turn the lights off and then jack cars and all this stuff, and watch it. Go on YouTube. We can't do it justice, sort of thing.
No, we can't. I mean,
5 minutes.
We'll put it on our we'll put it on our website as well, so that you can check it out. But yeah, just Google it or go on YouTube, and you'll be able to find it. But seriously, totally worth watching because it's just so funny, just sort of like seeing the reactions and everything. Because they literally have got an entire street. They've got an entire street and loads of actors. And, they're literally, prying on the public in general. So, in other words, someone's just walking to a phone shop saying, oh, look, my phone's a bit busted. And then suddenly, can you sort
I'll give
out?
you this app. You can have lots of cards and money and whatnot. And that's coming soon. I'm so close to Watch Dogs. Are you getting it on release?
I'm getting it the day after. I get paid the day after it. So, yeah, I'm going to get it then. I can't wait. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good.
I presume you're getting it PC, obviously.
Yeah, I will be going PC. Yeah.
I am excited about that one.
For sure.
I really hope it doesn't let down.
I
don't think it will, but I don't
think it will either. I don't think it will. Because the fact is that they have held off on kind of putting out that game.
Yeah,
kind of leads me to believe that they were like, no, you know what, we're going to wait. We're going to make sure that this is, the right game. It's going to be polished. It's going to be all good from the get-go. Fingers crossed they get it right, man. I think they will. I think they will. I really do think they will.
I've got my Dead Sec edition coming. Get my little figure and the mask.
Oh, yeah, and all that shit, man.
So that should be good. Speaking of punking, didn't... Go back on the news.
Yeah,
Flip that shit back.
I'm going back.
Flip that shit back. Didn't the hackers, if we're speaking about hackers...
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. Right. Fundraising stuff is off limits. It's stupid. It's twice. Isn't it 2 different companies that got done now?
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Why? It's charity. I don't understand why people
for those that don't
charity.
know, Operation Supply Drop is like an organisation that provides games to US troops serving abroad. Now, they started up this fundraiser event, and literally the moment that it went online, so they did a DDoS attack, DDoS, and fucked it up basically, so that no one could access it. Now, I mean, luckily there were some good people out there that jumped on board and was like, "Hey, what's going on with this?" They were they put out the PayPal email address. There's other companies supporting as well, selling T-shirts to be able to actually put these funds.
I think it's bang out of order.
Yeah. I mean,
especially the thing is, it's for the troops as well. I don't believe. So, especially with American soldiers and stuff like that, and I don't believe in these wars, and I don't think they should be there. But they are not there because of what they're doing. They are serving their country. It's a job role for them, and the people that are out there inherently are doing a very difficult thing for not that much money, and these are the things that get them through. Like the little charity things, fucking all the sports, NFL, NBA, UFC, wrestling, everything. They go out and do that because that's what matters to them. And I'm sure gaming is a big culture in that kind of environment.
Yeah, for sure.
They're definitely getting on a bit of Call of Duty. They're definitely doing that stuff. But I just think it's horrible. At the end of the day, it is just it's stealing it's not stealing in this sense, but it is stealing from people that kind of need it in that sense. And,
Yeah,
and like,
for
you know,
sure,
it's the same as I saw an article once about someone that it was what are they called when they give out the magazine? Charity thing. They do it on the streets. The something.
Oh,
you know,
fuck. The
it's not the
big
voice.
issue.
Big issue. The big
There we
issue.
go. There
right.
we go.
Give me a tissue for the big issue. This guy, they buy the big issue. So
Yeah.
I never realised that. It's like them running a company. They purchase that and they sell it on for profit. And this guy, right at the end of the day, people filmed it, or the people that did it filmed it, attacked him, took all his money, and then pissed on his last copies. What the fuck?
What?
Like, the dude's trying to make a living. Like,
That's ridiculous,
there's hard
man.
times for people.
Yeah.
Now, I understand there's certain people out there that take advantage and they don't need to be doing that stuff. But it is, thank you to, who was it?
Yeah.
We can't read from here. We've got bad eyes.
Oh, yeah. It's Caliso 24.
Thank you, Caliso. Big issue. It's just, why? Like, it doesn't need to be fucking done.
No, for sure.
Speaking of charity, I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent here. Charity.
Yeah, go on.
Xbox. Why are they not giving me some charity back? Because they're going to release a Connectless game console.
Right. That's right, they
and
are
us
indeed.
fuckers. Do you know what they said? They're like, pretty much tough shit. Like, you bought
They
into
did.
a system, you have to have Connect. You must have Connect. You don't have to have Connect.
I mean,
I don't mind. For me,
The thing
for
is-
the period of time I've had it
Yeah.
and what I've paid, it doesn't matter. The depreciation on that I expect.
and personally,
from what it is.
I don't think. Well, who gives a fuck if you bought it, originally? I mean,
Yes.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, you've decided, you've made that choice to go with their vision at that time. Their vision was, and it still is,
It's
to
not.
be able to do with the Connect. They're
But
still,
they said that
But
they're
they're like-
dropping a lot of stuff.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
So it's kind of like, if you knew that at the time, would you have taken a PS4? Is the question that people are asking.
Okay, no,
now,
fair enough.
I personally probably wouldn't have.
Well,
but
I
I
mean,
can see why a
Xbox
lot
One
of
have still
people
got the
did.
better titles at the moment. I mean, there's like for PS4, there's not anything that I would really say is solid at the moment. Where I mean, like Xbox One, it's got. I mean, Dead Rising 3 is a solid title.
Titanfall. That's their
Titanfall
big, that is their big
as well.
killer.
Titanfall was definitely the big one.
Um,
But I mean, PS4. I mean, what is there? Seriously, I can't.
nothing that I care
I can't.
about.
I mean, I think the only game for me is Infamous Second Son.
Yes.
I think
and
that's-
there's another one coming soon. I can't remember what it was, but there's some. But it's the thing that makes me annoyed is now there's talks that the Kinect is actually using up some of the processing power, so that they can actually unlock more out of the Xbox One by not using the Kinect.
Okay.
Now, like, for what my Kinect does for me,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, for what I actually use it for, I pretty much use the microphone stuff. I don't really use the camera.
Yeah.
I suppose I twitch from it, so that's a cool thing in one way. But
Yeah.
it's just annoying. I would have loved if they had done something along the lines of, you adopted it early. Here's a discount code for one of the early titles, or something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing major. They're going to do it with Rise anyway, from what they've told. They're
Oh, really?
75% off for the games with gold. They're also going to do the games with gold discount thing.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
Rise
PlayStation
and
Plus has that kind of thing as
something
well.
else is going to get it first. That makes sense. I mean, that title didn't do amazing. It's not the best title in the world, but it's a from what I hear, it's visually very good.
Yeah, it
For
does.
The money,
It looks
if,
great.
if it drops down to 10 quid or whatever, I'm definitely going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And while we're on the Xbox One stuff, they've obviously adopted this Games for Gold thing, so it's June, I think it's coming.
Yep.
There's
fine.
no official, from what I remember, there's no official what it is, but pretty much it's Max, Curse of the Brotherhood, and
Yeah.
something else will be that month,
Okay.
and some discounts on some certain titles and whatnot.
That's cool,
and
man.
they have reiterated their policy on the fact that they're listening to people.
Oh yeah.
And since, who's the new guy? Can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head
Since
right
he
now. Yeah.
started that statement, we've seen a lot of stuff changing on Xbox
No,
One.
you're right. You're right.
And that makes me like it, because the thing I've always thought, for me, as a ex-PS3 user, PlayStation all day until I got an Xbox 360,
Mm-hmm.
the community I find is better on the Xbox.
Yeah.
The live server is better, but they've always never quite delivered on, the PS Plus stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
And if they can start doing that, I think a lot of people are going to go, well, this is the better product. I want that product.
I think you might be right. I think you're right on that kind of point of view.
I would hope so.
Because I mean,
Phil Spencer, thank you, Cody.
Yeah, cheers, Cody.
Fucking, he knows everything. That boss. He's got Google.
He's got Google.
We can't look at it from here.
No,
we haven't got.
No, I need to get like a
hands.
bigger monitor or something. That would be a nice idea. Because I can't read shit on that. I can see that.
Well, we could go into the game over year budget and get like Google Glass and stuff.
Google,
and whatever.
oh man, that would be amazing.
I'd have a headache the whole podcast. Like, I have a headache now, so. But,
I would love to have Google Glass. I really
cool.
would.
Have you seen that they're planning to make it as a contact lens?
Yes, I did see
what
that. Yeah.
The fuck? We are living in the sci-fi shit.
Yeah,
people.
Man.
It's coming.
For sure.
It is coming.
Now, I tell you what, I just on the Xbox Vive anyway. Do you see about the Halo sort of rumors that are going on about? So the fact that it's probably going to be Halo's 1 to 4 on the Xbox One. I think it's going to be like a Master Chief edition or something like that.
Edition, whatever. And Halo 5 got announced as well, didn't it?
That's right, it did. Yeah.
See, I'm not a massive Halo fan.
See, I play my first like proper like online gaming experience. Was, well, I suppose I did do StarCraft before that on PC, but I like my proper console kind of debut and sort of it was on the Xbox, the original Xbox,
the big boy,
Halo 2, playing Xbox Live on that. Seriously, that game
well, that changed multiplayer.
Awesome.
Really,
it did big time. I
mean, the reason I never really adopted in because I was so PlayStation for so long. By the time I got my Xbox 360, we're looking at like Halo 3 Plus or whatever, and I just didn't really buy back into it. I got Halo 4 and I played it for a while. I just didn't really enjoy it that much.
Oh, no, fair enough, man.
And they've also they're doing a TV series as well.
That's right, they are. Yeah,
I think that could be cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
But at the same time, they've already got a TV series. Hashtag Red versus Blue. I love that shit. I've been watching so much Rooster Teeth stuff, so I have to give them props for so much stuff because those guys are amazing. Yeah, if you don't follow, if you've never heard of Rooster Teeth or whatever, just check it out on YouTube because they do a podcast properly. If we talk about like podcasts,
no,
but
fair point.
Yeah, I think it's a very cool premise. It's certainly there's stuff there, and also Destiny. There's a lot of hype building up for that as well, isn't
Destiny looks so good. It does look so good.
It's our destiny to play Destiny.
I can't wait. I mean, obviously, we spoke about it on previous podcasts before that you won't be able to jump straight in on a multiplayer. You have to play a little bit of the campaign first before you get that unlocked, which I think personally is a good thing because I remember in the days like I used to be like, no, I've got to do the campaign first before I even get online. But I find it's pretty much switched around the other way.
I tried that with Call of Duty Ghosts, and I got bored within 45 minutes. So it's a shame. But I mean, we've got other things coming out. They announced Far Cry 4 is coming November.
That's right.
So we were talking about this earlier, and we're not sure on how we feel about this, are we?
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is that I remember really liking Far Cry 2. I remember playing that. In fact, well, to be fair, I think I've got like the trailer like imprinted in my head because I was working at Blockbuster at the time, and we had the trailer on, like obviously on the TV.
Yeah. I can imagine that.
My name is Ruben, and I'm a reporter. Like, literally, I've just got that firmly implanted in my head with this thick South African accent. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But, yeah, I really did enjoy that game, for one. And, I don't know, I just sort of got to Far Cry 3. I remember my brother, I got my brother to buy it for me for Christmas, right? I played about 4 or 5 hours, and then I just fell out of it.
It wasn't even a bad game. Like, I'm the same. I fell out. It was a really good game. I just kind of got a little bored on it, which is a shame because I think this one is going to be one of these new titles. We're really going to start seeing what the next gen has to offer graphically, size as well. I mean, did you see the thing about Minecraft?
No.
So Xbox One Edition is effectively infinite size. It's how big your hard drive is.
Shit, really?
So there is no cap, realistically. There is because of hard drive and so on, but because of the processing power, there's no limit to what you make.
That's really
so good. That's really cool coming from that thing. I'm not even a big Minecraft player, but that's just
Like I said, I haven't picked that game up. I bought it when it was in the beta, and then obviously you could play it. I haven't played it since the beta. I still haven't played it since it's been fully released. It's ridiculous.
What was the other release that's coming up? It's at the end of the year that was announced.
Well,
no, it was the delay, wasn't it?
We got a delay on the Division.
I'm so pissed off about this.
This
is like the game, right? So, my phone's over there. It won't show you because I just remembered I changed it. The game app's actually got a cool thing now. When you pre-order, you have a countdown on pre-order. And, I saw it, and it was 122 days, and then suddenly it changed to, whatever, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to change that. But I put it down for UFC now instead.
Oh, okay, fair enough, man.
But I'm really looking forward to this game, and I just want it to come out already.
So, yeah, I mean, they delayed it to sort of 2015, and
February or middle.
Well, they're kind of saying Q2. They said Q2, so it's probably not February. Really,
there's different stories going around, because one said February and one said Q2, so
okay.
I don't know. But it's next fucking year, so it's like a year away pretty much for us. Which is annoying, because it looks really fucking good.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have to. It's the same as Watch Dogs. I have to applaud them. They said, I think, what did they say? We're creating something we're really proud of, and we don't want to compromise on quality. We're going to release the game when it's ready, and I do. As much as it annoys me, I have to appreciate that, because. Yeah. You have one chance to launch a title. If it's shit, sure. Or if there's stuff missing, you fucked it up. It's not... Yes, you can add DLC, but it's that instant impact of how good that thing is to you at the time. Mm-hmm. And I just really hope that it is as good as I like the idea of it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I really want that. Speaking of... I'm really happy, though, because UFC, because I pre-ordered it now, I get fucking Bruce Lee.
No way, really?
Bruce Lee is in the... We are going to watch some of the... Have you seen some of the new UFC trailers?
I think you showed me one.
This fucking shit looks like real life, pretty much. We're there. We're 3-4 years away from these sports games, realistically looking like you're watching the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the training ground stuff looks like you're watching someone training. And they've done some really cool stuff, actually. The whole idea of this one is The Ultimate Fighter, which is their reality series of how people come on. And a lot of... A vast majority of the champions of Ultimate Fighter have gone on to become very, very big names and done very well. So it's not this typical Big Brother sort of thing of whatever. You do get to see that side of it, because it's quite interesting watching 16 guys that fight for a living in one house together, and how they drink and how they kind of rub against each other sort of thing the wrong way. But that's going to be the campaign. So the Ultimate Fighter for the first time will be you kind of come into it, and then you go up to a championship and so on. But yeah, for pre-order bonus, Bruce Lee is fucking shit.
That's balling. That is an awesome mode. Well, I mean, as you're going on about pre-orders and stuff like that, I mean, I saw you saying about Game. You're saying that they're now on the stock exchange.
Yeah, as of I think it was today. They announced something the other day, but I got an email. Mm-hmm. In fact, let me get my fucking phone, because this one I do actually have to read.
So, I mean, for any listeners from elsewhere, Game is obviously our UK kind of distributor of games on the high street. And there really isn't many anymore, is there? It's the only one, isn't it?
No, it's not Target over there. I can't remember what it is. GameStop. Yeah. Where are you, Game? You cunts. I shouldn't say that, because I don't mind Game. They're a bit expensive for stuff, but I don't mind them in there. Right, so great news. Today we announced our intention to float on the stock market. This would be a fantastic achievement for the company and the support of loyal customers. They also wanted to recognise people that have been with, supported them and stuff. So we realise how lucky we are to have such an amazing customer community. And it's not officially floated, but the intention is there as of today. And it's pretty much... I presume if they're sending this shit out, they're going to.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to do a reward 20,000 of the loyal customers with virtual loyalty shares to the value of £100. 18,000 of these lucky customers have already been selected and will be contacted over the next short time. And then 2,000 lucky customers will be going into a prize draw and so on. Please visit the website and so on. But that's nice. They're giving away, 20,000 times? It's quite a lot of money.
Yeah,
that
for
sort
sure,
of
man.
thing.
Oh, that's good, man.
So, I mean, we talk about stocks and stuff. I mean, I'm a shareholder for Carphone Warehouse, but is it the right move? Don't know. I wouldn't say Game are in a strong position at the moment.
I don't think they're in a strong position to do that at all. Really, I'm quite surprised that they're making that
GameStop
move.
in America, from what I was hearing, they're getting out of the second-hand game market.
Oh, really?
And trying to move into phones and tablets.
Ah.
And apparently, Game always tweet about they're buying second-hand phones and tablets and so on.
Yeah.
And I spoke to someone about it when I was in store, and they'd just come in from Game, and they went, they said, "Oh yeah, I saw a Nexus 5, or yeah, it must have been a Nexus 5 in there."
Yeah.
And I thought, that's a really good idea. I might go Carphone Warehouse and buy one. So they didn't even contemplate to buy it from Game. They just literally thought, that's a good gift idea. I will get it from somewhere where I would get a phone from.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to be the mentality for it, which is, you got to be very careful with that. And also, you know, at the end of the day, their policy is very, for anyone that doesn't understand how these game shops realistically work, their profit on new games and stuff is very minimal. There's profit there, but it's very minimal. The second-hand market is where they make a ridiculous amount of money because they don't have to pay those licensing fees. This is a second purchase, so they can say that, you know, how many times you go into game, they go, "Oh, I've got a second-hand one. It's £5 cheaper," and lots of people will buy that £5 cheaper one, but Game are profiting from all of that bonus money there. Now that's what drives their company, which is a good thing. But there's a line of it, and also, I mean, it's in one way it cheats the company out that's made these games of a lot of money, doesn't it? So it's the same as when we had the Xbox One thing of if you wanted to share content or whatever, you'd have to pay.
Yeah.
I think the digital age will bring some kind of revolution of this around, because a lot of people expect stuff for free. Unfortunately, that will lead to a lot of companies closing. So we all have to support the companies that want it. And I have no problem with going into Game and picking up a second-hand copy of an older game that's been out for ages, and I can't find a fucking, you know, original. There's no chance of getting that. No problem. But I do have a problem with me saving £3 or whatever it is to get a second-hand copy that someone's traded in, and that company sees no revenue from my money. I would rather pay the £3 extra. And a lot of the time, like, a lot of people buy online, and I buy from Game for a lot of stuff because, first of all, I like the ability to go in there and talk to someone about it. I also like the fact that I'm not relying on delivery companies because I fucking hate delivery companies. Anyone that's ever dealt with, who was our old company? Yodel. Oh my God.
I haven't heard good things about Yodel.
No, there's a reason we don't use them as Carphone Warehouse anymore. DPD, actually, I have to admit, have been very, very good for our company. There will always be problems with shipping with any company, but they have been very, very, very good, and I've heard good things about them, so I have to congratulate that company, actually. But I don't trust companies shipping stuff. Like, I bought those T-shirts, and I got a fucking... I need to send that off. They're going to reimburse me, actually, which is good. But I had to pay an import charge on stuff, and it's like it's just a faff. Whereas if I go into a store, I know it's there. And I think that's the only time will tell on their stocks what will happen. I wouldn't say, this is a Stagbeetle tip here, wouldn't say it's a great investment.
I don't think so either, because I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's quite limited on what they can do now. I mean, because of the fact that we're going to be moving away from a second-hand market at some point. I mean, it is going to happen. It is going to happen at the end of the day.
I think the thing that still drives it is digital content on consoles is not like Steam. It's not that cheap. And you have no resale value of it. So a lot of the time I would look and I would think, yes, that game is £5 cheaper as DLC. Oh, on Xbox it's usually a lot more expensive as DLC, which makes no sense. DLC, downloadable content. And however, that's because it's at that level, and I think, yeah, that's got a physical price I could sell that for. If that starts to drop down, yeah, the physical copies are going to start disappearing.
Yeah,
aren't
for
they?
sure, man. For sure.
Which is a shame in one way, because there is something about having a physical copy. And I do like, you know me, I like to buy my limited edition versions of stuff, because I like having that presence of something that I could, you know, I went back to my Xbox and I was just looking at some old games.
Yeah.
And I found DJ Hero the other day, and I was just like, I've got the disc. I'll just put it in and I'll play that.
Yeah.
And I probably would have deleted it off my hard drive, because
Yeah.
it's still paid for, but I would have had it kept on my hard drive and stuff. And, you know, it's coming of age, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I mean, to be fair, I'm very much, because of the fact that I'm a PC gamer anyway.
So yeah, it's different.
So in other words,
for you.
I'm very much.
It's all digital.
It's all digital, and I'm fine with that, because at the end of the day, I mean, I've got a company like Steam in some sense that's holding all my games there.
Yeah.
I can download them, you know, whenever I like, you know, and, you know, play them.
It's
whenever
when
I
the
like.
console age changes to that format. That's when we see the big change. Because yes, PC is a lot cheaper, and it's a bugger to get PC games half the time.
It is.
So,
It is.
like physical copies of it.
Yeah, no, it's
But
really
I
hard.
suppose there's no resale value in a PC game
No,
generally,
because you use the codes.
you use the
and
codes
it's
and
done.
stuff. Exactly. So that's where, yeah, I mean, digital content for it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, when that starts to come to console, there's going to be a big change up. Speaking of a big change up,
Yeah.
did you see the picture?
To see the picture.
Batfleck.
Oh yes.
Batfleck.
Yes, I did.
It looks fucking cool.
It does look fucking cool.
He's got the chin. I knew he had the chin,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's got the chin.
I
He
don't-
looks like a superhero.
I honestly, I thought he was going to be. I think he's going to be good.
I think
he's going to be good.
Do you know the problem I have with this film?
Yeah, go on.
It's not right. So we're going back to Batman and Superman here. It is a Batman and Superman film, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's meant. It should have. There should have been a Superman 2 before they did this.
Yeah.
They haven't let that character evolve enough.
Yeah, fair point.
And I think from the art style that they've done, they've gone with the guy that did actually the return of Batman 1 and 2. The
Oh, really?
styling of his suit and everything.
Oh, okay.
And the way he looks like the Elder and the Batmobile and stuff looks very similar
Oh, okay,
to
that's
that.
cool.
So that I think they may have taken a lot of sort of props from that. Obviously, from Batfleck is from what we're hearing, he is to play the older generation of a Batman.
Yeah.
And from what I would assume, Superman's quite young. He hasn't really developed his powers fully, and I think Batman's going to kind of teach him some shit. Like,
Yeah.
kind of, they're going to knock heads a little bit. And
Yeah.
he's going to teach him some shit, which in a way is very annoying for anyone that's a massive Superman fan.
Yeah.
I think they understand the concept of Batman. I mean, they're the two. There's 1 and 2, and 1. I don't prefer either of them, actually. I prefer them just as much as each other. But the number 1 ranked one they've always done is Superman. However, Batman made them a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And by putting that logo on it instantly. What are we talking about? This is a Superman film, and we're talking just about Batman in it.
Exactly.
So I can't wait for that fucking film to come out.
Yeah,
either.
yeah, no, for sure. No, it looks like it's gonna be sweet, man.
There's going to be some big superhero films. Marvel, X-Men First Class. Not First Class, that's the first one, isn't it? Days of Future Past
Days of
comes
Future
out this
Past.
week.
Yeah, very soon. Yeah, which is good.
And I've heard good reviews, but mixed reviews. It's done for anyone that understands the storylines of it. It's going back into the future and
all that jazz.
88 miles per
It's
hour
your
and
kid,
shit.
it's Marty.
We gotta get at 88 miles per hour, Marty. God, Scott, what is it? Great Scott. I love Doc Brown. He's a fucking absolute legend. But also Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Have we got any other news apart from this?
We've got one more.
All right, so
after this.
Titanfall companion app has come out. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I'm hearing good things about it. A lot of the stats, a lot of your things are going to be
I'm
on
gonna have to
there.
check it out. I haven't downloaded the app yet, so I'll have to check it out.
I think it will be quite cool. DLC also came out as well. I've been told that out of the 3, the one that was very Portal-esque
Okay.
doesn't really make people that happy.
Oh, really?
It's not taking as much. It's not doing as well as they thought, and they thought that would be the main
Fair
one
enough,
that people
fair
would like. The tree one, people
Okay.
fucking love, and this is the new map of maps.
Yeah.
And the other one is a very, very big level.
Okay.
And it has a lot of different levels to it, so it's a different style of gameplay. And I've heard from people that have got the DLC, because I haven't downloaded it yet, because I couldn't do it justice.
Yeah.
It's solid. They're solid maps.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I think this one is one you could probably miss because there's no game modes, but the maps are solid.
Okay, cool.
So if you like Titanfall and you want to, change it up a little bit, because who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. A lot of people probably have the Game Pass already for it.
Yeah, no, you're probably
that.
right. I think probably will pick up the DLC. I mean, I haven't really got back into Titanfall yet, which is a bit of a shame actually. But I need to play some more of it.
I've been going back and forth to it, but I think that's also because I don't have, for the Xbox One at the moment, I don't have Watch Dogs here. When Watch Dogs is here, I probably am not going to play it that much. We'll see. Time can only tell on that one.
Yeah.
I doubt I'll play anything apart from Watch Dogs when that comes out.
I am really hyped for Watch Dogs for
Twitching
sure.
that shit as well.
Yeah, do it, mate. Do it. Go ahead.
So if you want spoilers and shit, come watch me. I'll be naked, eating popcorn.
Yeah. Tweaking his nipples.
Tweaking my nipplars. Right, so, people, are you ready for the news? Highly anticipated game. Hit 'em with it.
Flappy Bird
It's back.
is returning in August with multiplayer and will be less addictive apparently. So it's
How
not.
do you make it less addictive?
It's going to be as good as crack, but less addictive. that's
How do you make... Right, so I watched a documentary on this, actually, the other day. 20-minute... It wasn't a documentary, it was a YouTube sort of thing on it.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Why Flappy Birds is so addictive. And because the principle is so simple
Yeah.
that you can just do a little bit better next time, that's why it's addictive. And I was like, this took 20 minutes for you to tell me. I already knew that's the principle behind it. But then they started talking about games that are these such simplistic games that you can literally get hooked on, because you just like, just give it one more go. I'll give it one more go. I'll just give it one more go. Give it one more go. And then they filmed 10 people playing Flappy Birds. 5 had played it before and hadn't played it in a while, and they just picked it up.
Yeah.
5 that had never played it. And they said that they would say to them, all right, do you want to make that the last go? Or I can't remember how they did it. They were like, set yourself a limit on it. And every single one of them would go, yep, last go, okay. And they die and go, yeah, I'll give it one more go. And they do it at least twice. Some of them up to 50 times more.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, the game has spawned a generation of shitty games.
Oh, for sure. Like, no doubt.
And it's not a good game. Well, no, actually, I have to... A game is there to give people enjoyment. Mm-hmm. And it didn't give me any enjoyment, but I played a fuckload. So does that make it a good game?
No.
Commercially, I suppose they had to take it away. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, but he's saying had to take it away, but he didn't actually have
he
to
didn't.
take
He
it
just
away.
freaked out.
He just freaked out and was like, but I mean, why has he had this sudden change of heart? Why is he actually going, actually, fuck, I had a cash cow here.
50 grand a day.
Exactly. He's like, why am I giving this up?
To be fair, if I made Flappy Birds and I was making 50 grand a day, give a fuck about all you cunts out there. No, you can play that game as much. You would be getting DLC thrown at you. You'd be getting everything on Flappy Birds. But I'd rename it Crappy Bird.
Because it's terrible. It's a terrible game.
Yeah, it's not a good game.
No,
Unfortunately.
I'd rather play that Stranded.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad game. If anyone's got any questions out there on the Twitch, feel free to throw them out, but just make sure they're not stupid. I'm aiming that directly at you, Cody, because I know what you're like.
I think it's only Cody that's actively talking to us anyway.
Yeah,
so.
usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up after this.
Yeah, I think so, man.
How long have we been going?
Oh, I have no idea. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, no, we're good. We're
I
good
asked
to
the
stop.
question. You didn't.
No. Don't worry. It's that's a good amount. We're fine.
Oh, so you don't want to tell me?
Don't need to tell you.
Okay, so I don't know.
Don't
we
want
could
to
have been
tell
going hours or
else.
so on. No for you, Steve. Stagbeetle. No. But yeah. There was something else I wanted to talk about this week, but it's completely. My mind's gone completely blank on it, so it can't have been that important. But
when's
Madden 17? That's in 2 years, because it's Madden 15 this year. I'm not really right. So Madden, I'm gonna just quickly talk about this if you bring this up.
Okay, go on.
Do I trade it in? £22, I think. So the thing is, if I trade that in, it will be used exclusively to go to Watch Dogs money. But I can afford Watch Dogs without it.
Okay.
I don't know if I will play that game ever again. On this, I will definitely most likely pick up the next one.
Yeah.
But
it is time to give it up. Maybe it is
in full time.
Well, not just to give up that. I mean, I know you like Madden. I mean, I would say give up the whole game in general. But don't take my opinion on that one.
Because I don't play the fantasy mode of it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I should sell my card. Maybe I should try and sell. I don't have any characters anyone will really want to buy now. I was looking. There's tweets going out. Right, so there's a. We'll end on this. So there's a huge. The draft just happened. So for anyone that doesn't follow American football, they have a very Americans have this system so right. When you finish college, you get entered into a draft. This guarantees you a chance at playing for a big team, and you're signed as a rookie for it. Realistically, you're looking at the top 3 rounds. These are the players that are going to be the future Hall of Famers. The number 1 pick is usually someone of epic proportion. They go on to be massive names in the thing. Yeah. They recently did the Ultimate Team draft. So they released these characters that are the next level of things. Now there's a character. What am I talking about? There's a quarterback. So quarterbacks are the sort of they're the captain. Realistically, they're the most important person on the team. Called Johnny Manziel, who went to the Browns. He slipped quite a lot. However, he is a phenomena. Like he's not that great a player. He's an epic player, but there's a lot of downsides to him. Okay. However, he is did you ever hear of Tim Tebow?
I can't say I have.
There was a thing of Tebowing. He used to do this praying thing, but he was again this massive college athlete that had a thing of his own. Like he had millions of Twitter followers as just a college level sort of thing. And this guy and his card is currently going for around $100 to $200.
Really?
To just get that card for the Ultimate Team.
That's crazy.
So man. It's in one way, I mean, I love the idea of the card system on it and collecting them and stuff. I still got loads if I plugged in Madden 13 on my Xbox, I've still got my Ultimate Team on there. I never really just got rid of it or whatever. But I will never sell my Madden Ultimate Team, Madden 13, because it's signed. So I took that to NFL thing, and I've got that signed by 3 Hall of Famers and some of the Bills big team sort of thing. I didn't. This makes me sad every time I talk about it. Curtis Martin, who is our Hall of Fame running back, like the Jets gangster, was there, and I saw him talking, and he was in the thing to get signed, and I was in the queue. And I walked in, and he's not there anymore because he's gone to go do another speech. And he's not coming back to there, and I have to. The Bills, who are a rival of our team, were like signing stuff, and I literally was just like, just sign that. You fucking assholes. I was so upset. Because I would never ever be able to get that again. There's no chance I will ever meet Curtis Martin ever again, unless maybe I could Stagbeetle him up.
Yeah.
Curtis, give me a call.
Get on the Stagbeetle.
It would. It'll be good. But did we ever? You have to give it up. I have to give it up. Tim Tebow, all he does is win. Okay, so yeah, it's normal stuff from Katie. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
But anyway, people, it has been a pleasure. It's been a bit different without Dave here.
It has been.
It's quite relaxed.
Weird. It has been a bit chill, actually.
Next time, I think we just get stoned and drunk. Just see what happens.
I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good plan.
Floating around with.
But I mean, I believe we do have because we were meant to have a guest this week. Unfortunately, he had to pull out, but he's going to be coming back in June. That was 4 slabs. That
I never pull out, ladies.
Oh God.
Yeah, 4 slabs. We saw him at Res, didn't we?
That's right, we did indeed.
Cool dude.
And what's going to happen next week? I believe I'm just trying to remember who it is. It's Panarium, Self-Made Miracle. We've got coming on the show. Another one from the Dutch Game Garden. Definitely worth tuning in. I'm hoping, if all goes well, I probably will be streaming it here as well. So look out for this next Monday at 7 p.m. Around then. We should be recording and hopefully twitching. If not, you can pick up the podcast as always on a Wednesday when we do release it for everyone. But if you do subscribe, by the way, if you do subscribe to our podcast, like on our iTunes or something like that, you actually do get it a day before. You get it on the Tuesday. So little top tip there. People. If you do subscribe to the podcast, you can get it early on the Tuesday. But anyway,
if you're a member of the podcast,
you
get to be there.
You get to be there.
Actually, if you get on Twitch, you get to see it live. So that's probably the coolest thing you can do.
Oh God, he's so right. I need to beat Final Fantasy VIII. Cody has just called me out there. I still need to do that.
How far into it? How far have you got?
I'm on the 3rd disc, so I've got one more disc after that. So
just do it.
Oh yeah, I know. I need to get on that again.
When's your next day off?
Well, it'll be Saturday.
What are you doing on Saturday?
I don't think I'm doing anything.
No, that's the wrong answer. What are you doing on Saturday?
I'm playing Final Fantasy VIII.
There you go, people. You heard it here first. News exclusive.
Exactly. I will
try you the latest and greatest.
I will try and stream that stuff. I mean, I know it's probably not going to be the most interesting, but I'll try and be interesting. I'll do what I can. Please.
Maybe you should make a system of every time you die, you have to do a shot or something like to make.
Yeah, but I won't get game over. I don't get game over on Final Fantasies. Oh
yeah. All right, something else then. Every time you have to use, every time you have to take a health potion or whatever, you'd be fucked.
I'll be dead.
Potion up, bitch. Potion up.
But then I'll start getting game overs, so it'll be like finish your drink.
This is going to be the messy thing. We are also sooner or later going to have a game over night of drinking and playing, and we'll probably Twitch quite a bit of it.
I think so too. I'm totally up for that soon.
I think we should do it here.
Yeah, I think so. It's perfect.
So the office will be open. People will see what happens when we get
completely annihilated.
Yeah, it can get interesting.
I think it's going to be fun.
I just remembered last time when we did the podcast, we listened back to it. I was like, I don't remember saying any of this stuff at all.
You know what?
It was like listening to a podcast for the first time. It was amazing.
To be fair, even though I do the edits and stuff like that, I'll be sitting there doing the edit and going,
Did we
talk about that?
Talking about the Holocaust and whatnot? Crazy shit.
Anyway, let's wrap this baby up.
Wrap it up.
If you'd like to take part in our conversation, you can either post on our Facebook wall, facebook.com/GameOverYear.
Do you want to tweet us? Well, tweet us. It's @GoVerYear.
You can drop us an email. So come on, get on that email ting. Contact us at gameoveryear.net.
Most important though, website. Hit that shit up. Gameoveryear.net. www if you want to put it in front of it.
Exactly.
These days it's surprising on the internet. You don't actually have to do that.
No, you don't.
It just does it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
So magic. So
The Gathering.
Go on that website. You can pick up our articles.
I'll tell you what.
It's going to be more
this
content
week,
coming up soon.
Let's ask our fans to do something.
Okay, right.
Can you get someone else to watch this? Just ask them. Will you just watch these guys?
Share it
See
around.
if you like it. Because I think this year we should actually try and do some stuff that's going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, go on.
And I'm not going to tell them what it is yet, but we need some more people to be watching for me to pull out my credit card. I need a few more people to be able to see this shit. And I will fund some stuff. Because we're going to be doing some stuff. Well, I mean, we're going to fucking Netherlands.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to see our friends at the Dutch Game Garden.
We are going to be doing a drinking night, obviously, but I mean that's just the usual stuff. We might also No, I won't talk about that yet. But stay tuned. If you get some people to watch,
Yeah, man.
there is something I've got an idea for, and it's quite a fun idea.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got big plans as well, man. I got big plans that I want to take, to do, man.
You got big pants.
Yeah, I have. Like
Big boy pants.
Like. You
Double XL.
unfold them and they're like this big.
Fair enough.
Anyway, thank you for joining us, and until next time,
Game over, yeah.